Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's Tyagara here, and I welcome you all back to another episode of Oot 3D 3-Heart Run. Now, in the last episode, we beat the Fire Temple by slaying the ancient dragon Volvagia, who in an alternate universe was actually our pet that we purchased in Hyrule Castletown. We also obtained an upgrade to our magic meter, as well as awakening the Sage of Fire, our sworn, or rather true brother, Darunia. This time, we're actually going to be doing a bit of side questing. Now, if you'll look up Death Mountain here, you'll notice something that wasn't there before. A giant Goron now resides on the side of Death Mountain since we have cleared the Fire Temple. And as I mentioned in the previous episode, boulders no longer rain from the sky. Navi just wants us to look for someone who knows more about the sages, but we're going to ignore her for now. We've got priorities, starting with taking down this Waltala once again. Just to one of them this time, so we're going to lock on and just blast him with the long shot real quick. Will he drop a recovery heart? Very nice. Alright, so we're going to make our way on up here now. Now, actually, since the last time I recorded, I learned something about this game from my good friend KinkyOats. Apparently, when you're climbing up a wall and a Waltala there locks onto you, if you stay still while it locks onto you, it won't attack you. It will only lunge at you if you continue to move. Also, to get the big Goron's attention, you just want to walk into this corner here and talk to him. He's related to that one Goron who hung out in that tunnel in Goron City, if you remember from many episodes ago. My brother opened a new store. It's Medigoron's Blade Store. However, I am better at making blades. Hylian carpenters praise me for my skills. I am not lying. Okay, good to know, buddy. Thank you. But yes, his brother has opened up a store in Goron City that we can go to if we so please. However, just so you know, all he gives you is a big sword called the Giant's Knife, which is very powerful, mind you, but it breaks very easily. It costs 200 to purchase, and I believe it's 200 every time you go to repair it. So, please don't waste your money on that. Instead, you can get a much more high quality weapon there from Big Goron. So we're gonna do just that, but unfortunately it's at the tail end of a trading quest we're gonna have to go through. Mind you, I don't really mind the Big Goron Sword side quest. I think it's fairly iconic, and it's a lot of fun to actually do, because you get to see how the various denizens of Hyrule are connected to one another by fulfilling a bunch of little quests for each of them. But for now, we're actually just gonna make our way down Death Mountain back to Kakariko Village. Now again, I know I don't normally show myself backtracking, but I just figured it'd be nice to show, you know, Death Mountain Trail from this angle as an adult. With all those red boulders there that we could break with our Megaton Hammer, but I don't really want to bother with that. Instead, I'm just going to head down the slope to Kakariko Village here. You can see night has fallen, but we actually need it to be daytime to do what I want to do, so quickly whip out the Ocarina, play the Sun Song, and see you guys in just a second there. Alright, it is morning time here in Kakariko Village, and we are going to make our way on over to the Kuko lady. If you remember her from years ago as well. He's going to give us a present. Oh, whoops, did not mean to roll into the fence there. I bred a new type of miniature Kuko. I call it the Pocket Kuko. I don't get goosebumps from this baby. Kukos are very good at getting lazy late risers out of bed. Haven't you heard of them before? It makes them very happy to crow cuckoo, especially when it wakes up a very heavy sleeper. However, my Kuko is not entirely happy right now. You look like you're good at handling Kukos. Here, take this egg. After the Kuko hatches, bring it back to me after a while and I'll check out its mood. What do you think? Will you try? Of course we will. Alright, we got a pocket egg. It will hatch from it overnight. Be sure to give it back when you are done. Now guys, in the words of Biff Tannen from Back to the Future 2, something very familiar about all this. We are given a Kuko egg, and we are tasked with waking up a very heavy sleeper. Who do we know who's a very heavy sleeper? That's right, Mr. Child Marriage Endorser himself! Let's just quickly play the Sun Song twice now. And next thing we want to do is make our way on over to this house down here below the tower there. And once again, it is raining, but that's important, and you'll see why fairly soon. But for now, you just want to head inside of this house here. And over to the corner. You can already hear his snoring. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. Talon himself. Now we want to pull out the item subscreen, of course. Whip out our Kuko. And then What tarnation? Can't a person get a little shut-eye around here? He says that every time you wake him up. He's 7 years on and everything. Did you save Malon? Thanks. I'm going back to the Reg then. Yeah! All right. So the Cuckoo must be very happy after we woke up Mario's doppelganger there. Speaking of, just to give you an idea of when I'm recording this, the Mario movie teaser comes out tomorrow, and I'm very nervous about it. I don't know what we're gonna see. I hope Chris Pratt's Mario and not just a bunch of minions dressed up as Toads. Next thing you do here is you whip out the Cuckoo in front of the Cuckoo lady. Oh, your Cuckoo looks pretty happy. You must have awakened an extremely lazy guy. You're a good Cuckoo keeper. I'll give you a rare, valuable Cuckoo if you're interested in. Its name is Kojiro, and it used to be my brother's Cuckoo. Its blue body is quite charming. It's so cute. Since my brother is gone, it's strange, but Kojiro has stopped crowing. You want to keep Kojiro? Yeah! Alright, we got a blue Cuckoo this time. It's Twitter. This is Twitter in the Zeldaverse right here, because it's a blue bird. Alright, we returned the pocket Cuckoo and got Kojiro in return. Unlike other Cuckoos, Kojiro rarely crows. Take Kojiro to the location marked with the arrow on the map subscreen. You may find someone there who knows this bird personally. Alright, so if you look on the map here, like you push the red button, as you can see, it is directing us towards Kokiri Forest, or rather, the Lost Woods. So, we're gonna whip out Ocarina, and then warp on over to the Sacred Forest Meadow real quick. You guys there in just a sec? Back here in the Sacred Forest Meadow now, what you want to do is make your way towards the entrance of the Lost Woods. Now, if you head down the stairs here, you'll see that the giant moblin has respawned. So it's the same old song and dance from last time, only in the opposite direction. Essentially mirror mode of this boss fight. Just want to keep L-hopping. Roll behind him here, flash him a couple times, and even though our inventory's full, or our wallet is full rather, he's gonna drop a few rupees for us here. And also, despite breaking the curse on the Forest Temple, the moblins still patrol this area, so you want to just quickly sneak up beside this guy here, hit him with a quick little horizontal slash, and he's dead. Next, you want to climb up this fence and just bypass the rest of the moblin, or, excuse me, this ladder here, and bypass, oh! Well, that was not meant to happen. Well, it looks like we got the upper hand on these guys at least, which is nice, but usually that's the first time that ever happened to me in any playthrough of Oot ever. You're supposed to just hop along the top there. But alas, the Let's Play curse is in full effect once again. So, same old song and dance as I said before, just want to slash at the moblins real quick. We're almost out of here anyway, it's not a big deal. Really not, but you just want to make sure you're L-targeting before going around the corner there. Oh! Forgot that I have Kojiro set to Y instead of my bow and arrow, but the long shot will just knock him into the body of water there, so that was awesome. Of course, here's a grotto that we can open up, but I'm not going to bother with that because there's nothing really interesting in there. So I'm just going to quickly head to the right here, just to return to the Kokiri Forest a lot faster, go back into the Lost Woods, make a quick left here, and we will come face to face with this guy. You may remember him from the past, like the childhood timeline. So what you want to do is whip out Kojiro in front of him. Kojiro? Why, normally only a nice guy like me can tame you. Which means, nice guys finish last. I mean, you must be a nice guy. Must be. You must be. Please, Mr. Nice Guy, please! Deliver this to the old hag in the potion shop in Kakariko Village. This will disappear if you take too long, so you gotta hurry. Okay, let's do it. We got an odd mushroom. A fresh mushroom like this is sure to spoil quickly. Take it to the Kakariko potion shop. Hurry! Yeah, we know. Okay, so we have 3 minutes to make our way on over to Kakariko. And, just a tip, if you try to cheese it with warp music, it will actually expire instantly, so you don't want to do that. Fast way out of here is to quickly just make your way to the left there, and then long shot onto the bridge. Now, of course, we're gonna call on our trusty steed, Epona, for lovely theme song here. Just for, you know, faster travel time. Of course, you can actually make it on foot in 3 minutes, but Epona is just so much more reliable. He's coming running now. Caught on that tree, it seems, so let's just turn around and make our way on over to Kakariko. God, it's so much fun riding Epona in the N64 Zelda games. In Majora's Mask, for those of you who don't know, she returns, except, you know, you play as Child Link in that game, so you get to ride Epona as, like, a child horse, and she controls just like how she does in this game, which is just really nice. I don't know. Love Epona. One of the most trusted, beloved steeds, not Steve, excuse me. I'm not a big fan of Steve after what he's done to Smash Ultimate's competitive scene. Or, you know, there are other Steves too. But I digress. We're just gonna make our way on up the stairs here. We got 2 minutes and 4 seconds. And unfortunately, we walked right into a cutscene. So I'm just gonna keep my mouth down here. Keep my voice down. Gosh. Stumbling over my words today, fellas. I apologize. You can see Kakariko Village is covered in burning rings of fire. I guess everyone here is a nice fan of Johnny Cash. I know I made that joke a couple episodes ago, but I've just had that song stuck in my head lately. Get back, Link! I once saw an old edit of this scene where someone named Link I farted, so Sheik would say, "Get back, I farted," and it's just really stupid. I found it funny as a kid, but I don't really find fart humor funny anymore. I know some people still do, and as you can see, Sheik is getting absolutely wrecked by a tornado right now. That looked like it hurt. Link running over and not even making eye contact with her. We got a giant shadow here making its way across Kakariko Village. Let's see if we can slay it. You guys ever tried attacking a shadow before? I mean, we did take down Shadow Link, or Dark Link, back in the Water Temple. It's just a bigger shadow. No problem there. Right, Link? Guess not. Unfortunate. Hey Sheik, how's it going? Looks like you're coming around. Link, terrible thing has happened. The evil shadow spirit has been released. Impa, the leader of Kakariko Village, had sealed the evil shadow spirit in the bottom of the well. But the force of the evil spirit got so strong, the seal of the well broke and it escaped into the world. I believe Impa has gone to the Shadow Temple to seal it again, but she will be in danger without any help. Link, Impa is one of the 6 sages. Destroy the evil shadow spirits and save Impa. There's an entrance to the Shadow Temple beneath the graveyard behind this village. The only thing I can do for you is teach you the melody that will lead you to the Shadow Temple. This is the melody that will draw you into the infinite darkness that absorbs even time. Listen to this, the Nocturne of Shadow. Star Trek Into Darkness, circa 2013. Oh my god, the last 3 notes are the Song of Healing. Alright, now what are we gonna say for this one? Zil, I guess. Sounds like this is in minor key, just down to that melancholic sounding chord there. The Nocturne of Shadow brings you to a very unhappy place, being the Shadow Temple. Also, don't you worry, if you're like me and doing the Big Goron Sword side quest and you activate, the entrance to the Shadow Temple, it will not actually affect the timer on your mushroom there. But we have learned the Nocturne of Shadow. Let me take care of the village. I'm counting on you, Link. And flash grenade. Any second now. There we go. Also, I hope you guys don't mind, but I will be doing the remainder of this Let's Play wearing the red tunic, just because I think it's very iconic, and I love the color of it. Don't get me wrong, the green tunic, like the Kokiri tunic and the Zora tunic are both fantastic as well, but I'm just especially fond of the Goron tunic in this game. However, for the final battle, I think it would be fitting actually to switch on over to Kokiri Link, just because if you play Wind Waker, you'll know why. Also, I had the right idea the first time. You want to go into the potion shop here, go around the back, hop down here, climb up the staircase. Remember, this is where we came years ago to get the Kukos for the Kuko lady over there, who ironically is allergic to Kukos. That's why she said that blue one won't give her goosebumps, or the pocket Kuko. But all you want to do is just talk to the lady first. What a mysterious smell. You must have something. Yeah, I got your stuff right here. You like shrooms? Yeah! That fool. Get gone into the forest. I see. Hey, give it to me now. Okay. Alright, let me just stroke my plush kitty cat here and make a potion out of it. You see that fool? Give this to him. It is the strongest medicine I have ever produced. However, this poultice will not work on a monster. Hey, we received an odd poultice. You don't know what's going on between this lady and that guy, but take it to the Lost Woods. The location of the young punk who wanted it is marked with an arrow on the map subscreen. They say that there is no medicine that can cure a fool. Yes, that's true. Now then, we're gonna make our way back to the Lost Woods. Thankfully, this will not expire, so I will see you guys there in just a second. Back at the entrance to the Lost Woods, once again, as you can see, the poultice is just fine because there's no timer attached to it, so you can actually warp and it won't spoil. So without further ado, this little girl here has taken the guy's place, so let's just show her the poultice and see what she has to say. That guy isn't here anymore. Except for the Kokiri, people who come into the forest end up lost. Pardon the brief cut there, I just started choking on my own saliva mid-recording. They all become Stalfos, that's why he's not here anymore. Only his saw is left, hee. That medicine is made of forest mushrooms. Give it back. Alright, sure. We returned the odd poultice and got the poacher's saw. The young punk guy must have left us behind. Anyway, so we gotta take it to the place marked with the arrow. Are you going to become one, too? Okay, so it just dawned on me now while recording, but in a way, she's right. We actually do become a Stalfos. Now, for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about here, Zelda veterans, you do know what I'm talking about, though. A couple games down the line, there was a Legend of Zelda titled Twilight Princess, which came out on the GameCube and Wii in 2006. Anyway, the main protagonist of that game is named the Hero of Twilight. He's actually a descendant of the Hero of Time. Now, one thing that's really interesting to note is that in the game, the Hero of Twilight gets sword fighting lessons from a mysterious shadowy figure known as the Hero's Shade. I'll put a picture of him on screen here so you know what he looks like. It was revealed in the 2013 tie-in book for The Legend of Zelda, approved by Nintendo, by the way, so all the information in there is 100% canon. It is called Hyrule Historia, and it confirmed the longtime fan theory that the Hero's Shade is actually the spirit of the Hero of Time after he passed away. As you can see, he looks just like a Stalfos. Also, here's one of those big poes I was talking about, but we'll deal with him later. For now, we just want to make our way on over to Gerudo Valley. But yes, as I was saying, in a way, the spirit of the Hero of Time actually did become a Stalfos. So that makes you wonder, does the Hero of Time die within the Lost Woods after the events of Majora's Mask? Is that why he's a Stalfos? That was never confirmed or not, but it's very likely given all the information we have. Also, one thing I want to quickly make note of, as you can see, that the punk guy who wanted the odd poultice passed away and turned into a Stalfos in the Lost Woods. And since he was a self-proclaimed nice guy, I guess you can really say that nice guys finish last. Anyway, we're just going to ride Epona up here into Gerudo Valley. This is one of the few areas in the game that you can actually bring Epona with you out of Hyrule Field into. Of course, you just want to make sure that you go nice and slowly over the bridge there so she doesn't get caught on it. You want to accelerate across the bridge here. Look at that. Woody's finest hour, wouldn't you say? Now, here we have Muto. He is... You remember, he was in charge of the construction of the shooting gallery in Kakariko Village. Let's just show him the poacher saw.
Hey, that saw, it's mine. But I thought I left that saw with my old lady. Oh well, my big Goron tool broke, so I was going to Goron City to get it repaired.
Oh my god, okay, I can't do that.
Your coming here is great timing. Will you give me my saw? Good. Kid, thanks. I'm sorry I can't give you something that's gonna return, but take this anyway.
You traded the poacher saw for a broken Goron sword. Visit Big Goron to get it repaired. So yeah, we know where Big Goron is. Now, we could do that, but I just want to quickly go behind the tent here before the sun comes up, because we got one Skulltula here. Let's just nab that real quick. And there's actually a second gold Skulltula. I don't know if I'll be able to reach this one in time here. Just around the corner. Oh, okay, we gotta quickly play the sun song once again. My bad. But yes, we're gonna return to Big Goron, see if we can get the poacher's sword repaired. In the meantime, though, we can break down these boulders using our hammer. So why don't we whip it out real quick and do just that? God, I love this thing. Megaton Hammer. Big fan. A lot of adult Link's weapons are just the best. You know, the hammer, the long shot, the fairy bow. Just a big fan of all of them. But yes, here's our next gold Skulltula, and I will meet you guys back at the top of Death Mountains where we will talk to Big Goron. See you guys in just a sec. Okay, here we are back at Death Mountain Trail, and let's go see what the Big Goron has to say now that we've got the Big Goron sword, which is broken, actually. Oh, seems to have something wrong with his eyes. Wonder if he's got some dirt in his eyes there. My brother... Oh, he's just gonna say what he said before, however, but this time he's got like an eye infection. So, let's just quickly whip out our broken Goron sword here and show it to him. That broken knife is surely my work. I really want to repair it, but but because of yesterday's eruption, my eyes are irritated. You seemed just fine the other day. There are fine eye drops in Zora's domain. You will find them there if you go to see King Zora. Please go get the eye drops. Got it, pal. You checked in the broken Goron sword and received a prescription. Go see King Zora. We know where King Zora is. Okay, see you guys there in a second. Okay, guys, here we are back in Zora's domain. Now, before we go and see the mighty Wilson fish, I just real quick want to go on over to the Zora shop because, well, I told you we'd come back here eventually, and I felt so bad about leaving this guy behind red ice that I just figured, you know, might as well kill two birds with one stone while I'm here and liberate our good friend, the shop owner. See what he has to say to thank us. Let's just melt this ice real quick, head on inside, and chat to him. I hope he'll be extremely grateful and give me a discount on literally everything in the store. Welcome! Say you want to buy a Zora tunic? That tunic is made of the finest material and is therefore excitingly expensive. In fact, I'm afraid that only that very rich family in Kakariko Village can afford this fine garment. Well, this is why you don't do good for others, kids, because they don't show their gratitude and they don't appreciate it, so just let them rot inside of their shop for all eternity behind unbreakable red ice. But I digress, we're just gonna quickly backwalk up the stairs here, of course, and show King Zora our eye prescription, because apparently he's an eye doctor.
Ooh, this is, well, eye drops. Might say we have them. You might say we don't. We do have the ingredients. Take the ingredients to the doctor at the lakeside laboratory. He can make the drops for you, but you need to deliver them fresh. Can you make it before they spoil?
I think so. I mean, we got the fastest steed out here in Hyrule. Used the prescription and received an eyeball frog. Okay, we got Slippy Toad, and we're gonna squeeze out his eyes and make eye drops. And see, we've only got 3 minutes to deliver them. So we're just gonna jump off this frozen waterfall here, because that's gonna end well for us. Oh, nice, a full heart of damage. Love to see it. But hey, it saves time, don't it? Sometimes you gotta make sacrifices for that optimal timing. The speedrunners know what I'm talking about. I can't wait for the summoning salt video on jumping off of Zora's frozen waterfall there to save time, you know? Alright, we're gonna jump slash here just for that additional boost. Love it. It's just like backslashing in Smashy Bros. Anyway, cross this bridge, make our way down Zora's River. I normally, you know, cut out the backtracking bits, but because it's a timer, I don't want to, because I don't want to feel like I'm cheating you guys here. Also, as you can see, as adult Link, he's too tall to just let the current carry him. So we just gotta run along here until we get to this part of the river. Oh, no, even then, actually. Oh, there we go. You can still hold your shield out while you're swimming, so don't worry about the Octoroks blasting you there. Just gonna swim on out into Hyrule Field here. And then we're gonna call on Epona once again. As soon as we get to shore, of course. Oh, the timer beeps every time a minute passes. Let's just play Axie Axie and get Epona on over here. Here comes Epona. There she is. Oh, this looks just like the title screen, actually. God, I love the Ocarina of Time title screen, guys. Sometimes, like, back in the day, I mean, I still do this from time to time now, but I love to go for, like, really late walks at night. And there's just this beautiful, like, big, long strip of green fields near where I live. And sometimes I'll go out there wearing headphones, before I lost my headphones, that is. And I'll play, like, the Ocarina of Time title music as I look up at the moon and traverse across the field, just so I can really feel like my childhood hero, you know? Because this Ocarina of Time, Hero of Time Link, is one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. I just found him to be very relatable when I was growing up. Because of, like, the circumstances of Link's life, and also me messing up this fence hop here, which is irrelevant, but unfortunate nonetheless. Thankfully, we can just ride Epona around the bend here and make a quick left. Nope, okay, gotta back up a little. Losing a lot of time on the eye drops here, but it's okay, we'll still make it. I know we can, you know? The fence may have broke the boy and me, but it won't break the man. Let's go. Come on, Epona. 49 seconds to go. We got this. I can delve more into that another time, but for now I just really want to focus on getting to the Lakeside Laboratory in time, so we're just gonna hit Epona on the bum a couple times more, and then quickly hold back on the control stick to stop her, and then hold forward so she doesn't backtrot a little, and we can head inside the store with 30 seconds to spare. Now you remember this guy from before. This is where we came for that underwater gold Skulltula. Alright, yeah. Here, take this. Thanks, Slippy Toad.
Oh, wow. I haven't seen an eyeball frog like this since Zora's domain froze over. These eyeballs are so delicious. Tonight I will cook fried eyeballs for the first time in a long time. Oi, hoi, 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 hoi. Such great stuff. Please say thank you to King Zora. Eh, what? These are for making Big Goron's eye drops? Oh, how disappointing. You should have said so in the first place. Yeah, I'm going to begrudgingly gouge this frog's eyes out now, not for cooking, but for eye drops. Here it is. This medicine doesn't have any preservatives in it, so it won't last long at this temperature. Run as fast as you can to Death Mountain. You're young, you can do it.
Okay, so we got a star-shaped bottle here. The world's finest eye drop. So we gotta take this over to Big Goron now. An Octorok held captive there. Usually those guys are really, really annoying, but I actually don't feel bad for them being held captive like that, just because they suck and I don't like them. Also, yes, Epona just completely destroyed the magical floating leaf, but do not fear, my friends, it will respawn. Also, for some reason, Epona does not like to speed up over that little patch of dirt there for whatever reason. I guess she doesn't want any in her eyes. Heyo! 2 Billy Maguire references in one video. You'll love to see it. That's another one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is the undisputed GOAT. And the other day, I made a comparison between Ocarina of Time Link and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man because, like, you know, this is the first 3D Link here, and he's iconic, he's legendary, and he's a little old-fashioned, though. And then, of course, we had Andrew Garfield, the Twilight Princess Link. Because Twilight Princess, you know, when it first came out, it was a little mixed, but over time, people have grown really fond of it, just like the first Amazing Spider-Man movie, though not the second one, sadly. And then, of course, we got Tom Holland as the Breath of the Wild Link, because, you know, he represents a new era of Zelda and a new era of the Spider-Man mantle. Rather different from his predecessors, but still has his fans who absolutely adore him. And much like Breath of the Wild Link, I am not super crazy about Tom Holland's Spider-Man, but that's just me. We've arrived here at the foot of Kakariko Village. We got 2 minutes and 46 seconds to make it up to the top of Death Mountain. So now we play Symphony of the Night for a little bit, you know, backdashing and all. Gotta make our way up. Not much though, sadly, with the backdashing. We're gonna climb up the stairwell there, and then go see Big Goron. But yes, as I was saying, those are definitely like the 3 links that are equivalent to the live-action Spider-Man, and Toby and Oot Link are just the goats of both of them, in my humble opinion. But guys, let me know in the comments, who are your favorite live-action Spider-Man actors, and who are your favorite links in the series? I'd love to know. Also, my second favorite Link is actually Wind Waker / Phantom Hourglass Link, just because Wind Waker is my favorite game of all time. And, these could be, you know, the Spectacular Spider-Man, since people love that cartoon. And it came out around the same time as, like, the Raimi trilogy, a little bit afterwards. I saw a post on Twitter earlier where there were a bunch of shots from the Spectacular Spider-Man, and it showed the inspiration as they came from, like, various scenes in the Spider-Man trilogy, more specifically, like, Spider-Man 2, which is, of course, in my opinion, the best Spider-Man movie of all time. Now, this is really interesting. I've never seen this happen before, but because of the timer in the middle of the screen there, Navi's little prompt there is pushed off to the left just a little bit because, well, something's occupying its usual space. I've actually never seen this before, so I just thought I'd point that out. Anyway, let's save just a bit of time by backdashing on over to the Skulltula climbing wall here, real quick. Should be there any millisecond now. Okay, here we go. I hear that. There's the Tektite. It's gonna hop down and jump scare us, I have a feeling, so let's just be quick here. Navi, I'm not interested in taking a break. I've got eye drops to deliver. Here comes the Tektite. Ow! I can't believe that actually hit me. Alright, we've got a minute to spare here. I think we'll make it. I think we'll be okay. Let's see what we can do. Nice guys finish last, as I've said before, but in this case, guys, let's not be nice guys. Let's be jerks. Let's finish first. Also, I am not, you know, referring to the nice guy trope, per se. I'm more so referring to the song by Green Day. Because as I've established numerous times by now, I am a huge fan. But guys, we've made it with about 38 seconds to spare here. So, let's just L-target onto our friend here, and whip out ye old eye drops. Really? You brought the eye drops. I am so relieved. I'm going to use them right now. I seem just fine right there. I don't know about you. More ASMR, just like Morpha. Wow! This is stimulating! It's working great! Now I can get back to my blade business. My work is not very consistent, so I'll give this to you so you won't forget. After a few days, please return. Wait, just wait patiently. Okay, big Goron sword. You got a claim check for it. You can't wait for the sword to be completed. You're right, I can't. So instead, I'm just gonna play the Sun Song, I believe, 6 times in a row here. So I'll just speed up and play music over it. Alright, I think that should do it now, so let's just wait for the sun to come up real quick. Alright, Big Goron, is it done? Your sword is my finest work! Yes, guys, the most powerful weapon in the game. Here we have the Big Goron sword! This blade was forged by a master smith and won't break. So, as you can see here, I'm just gonna whip it out real quick to show it off. It's huge, much like the Deku Stick and the Megaton Hammer. You have to wield it with 2 arms, and sadly you cannot block with it active, but it is much more powerful than the Master Sword, so it's gonna make boss fights an absolute breeze. But we will show that off a couple episodes from now. So guys, on this episode of Oot 3D 3-Heart Run, we did the Big Goron Sword side quest, and we also woke up Talon and sent him back to Lon Lon Ranch. In the next episode of Oot 3D 3-Heart Run, we are gonna make our way on over to the desert. Till then, guys, I've been Tyagara. I thank you all so much for watching, and I bid you guys farewell.